Alright. Bam. Oh, nope, that's main camera. We don't want that. We don't want that. Alright, hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, good God. Alright. Woo! Here we go. Oh, hey, Maya, did someone say mayo and chorizo pizza? That sounds terribly gross. Chorizo I'm fine with on pizza, but man, mayo on pizza sounds awful. Ba-ba-bum. Hey, Cryptid! And Opresoria and Maya, how's everybody doing today? My day has been an utter nightmare. So hopefully everybody's day is going well. You're just gonna keep doing the worst possible pizzas that are obviously still innuendos. Oh man. Yeah. All right. There we go. So yes, it has been a day, but on the upside, it looks like I'm gonna be able to wrap up Pond Boys today, which is good. Yeah, it's been a whole thing. It's been a whole thing. I mean, this whole week is kind of chaotic. But oh, did the music just stop? Oh, there we go. Okay. But yeah, it started last night. I got terrible insomnia, so I just didn't sleep. So I eventually just got out of bed at like 6:37 in the morning because I was like, well, I'm not sleeping. On the upside of that, apparently I was able to just write. So I've just been writing straight since 6:37 this morning, which is a little And then in that process of that, I lost power twice. The water is off. So I have to wait. I'm hoping I'll be able to take a shower after stream. And I also have to clean. But I can't do that without water. So I need water for certain aspects of cleaning. So it's been a whole thing. It's been wild. It has been wild. Ooh, I heard about that. Yes. So I don't know what's going on. The world's ending. Ideally, stream won't collapse. I think the power outages were earlier today, so I think it'll be fine, but Maya Pawn Boys and the sequel Pawn Boys Pawn. Oh, that's funny. Let's see, like the Queen's Gambit, but with bros. That's great, Cryptid. That's amazing. Oh, I lost power. Way to cut out whatever. I lost power twice. The water is still off. And so yeah, so I didn't get to do anything. But on the upside, I got I think I wrote 20 pages today, and I should be able to finish the script. I'm hoping I'll actually be able to finish the script on stream today, and then I can edit it for the rest of the week, and then Pawn Boys will finally be done. But yes, and then I have to at some point this week. I'm going back to the writer's room, I guess. Maybe we'll see. But yes, but in theory, there should be no more power outages. But if I suddenly vanish, that's what happened. How the hell does LA lose water? You guys have nothing but water this year? Oh, it's the building. I live in an old building. Yeah, it's definitely the building issue. It's the area. Yeah, I'm up in the hills on and not the rich people hills. I'm on the other hills. You know, the gentrifying hills where they're slowly trying to get all the poor people to leave. But yeah, there's just a ton of water issues going on. They've already had 4 different plumbers here, and they keep, so I don't know. I keep getting text message updates. An antique worth 100K comes into a shop and the main character says, "I'll give you $12.50 for it." That is, there you go, Maya. How the hell does LA lose water? Yeah. For the first time in ? LA actually has water. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's funny when we were getting all that rain though, because the building's old and we're not used to rain. There was a ton of leaking. Actually, 2.5, 3 years ago, I remember my closet area the ceiling almost collapsed because of leaking from rainwater, because you get dirt and twigs and stuff and all the runoff, and then it gets clogged, and then when we get an actual rainstorm, it just overflows and then floods the ceiling and then drips down through the walls, and it just becomes a whole mess. I think it's the area, that's why you heard about it. Yeah, I was actually surprised you heard about it, Opera Soria, but I guess it makes sense, because, I don't know, it seems like this whole side of town is just a mess today. No, that's awful. Hopefully it comes back soon. I hope so. It's fine. It's just after stream, I actually had planned on cleaning this morning before I got to writing. So I guess it's fine because I got all that writing done, but at the same time, I'm I need to clean, and I also would like to take a shower. Princess! Princess is here to say hello! Hello! Well, you need an air purifier. That sounds like a building likely full of mold. Yes, I need... Yes. I agree with you, Cryptid. I would love an air purifier. I have thought about that many times. I'm also up on a hill, so I get a lot of dust blowing in through the windows if I keep the windows open. So it can get dusty very quickly. Because remember, everybody... Southern California is a high desert. It is full of dirt. Yeah, okay. I was being told about it. There you okay, Opera Sword. Oh, good, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense, because I'm on that side of town, so I'm assuming it probably might have affected Glendale, too. But how's everybody? I know I missed Cryptid. Okay, doing backing up my work files. I found the demon book, so that is both a blessing and a curse. What is the demon book? Is that the one that you're struggling on right now? That you were doing the letter for? And how are you, Maya? Aside from how's the are you still working on your sci-fi short? Or the science fiction novels, or are you back on your Outlanders project? On the rewrites for that. I will send you the links. The one we use has a great filter, so the heap will last a long time. Oh, that's good. So it actually like doesn't just crap out super fast. That is a bonus. Oh no, the demon book. Is the one that you wrote way back in your early 20s and set aside because I need to rewrite it. Yeah, I feel like we all have those. We all have that, like, that thing we wrote years ago. I have a script I'm thinking about revisiting, but it was like a weird version of David Thoreau's Walden that I think about trying to get back into. So we'll see. We'll see if I actually dive back into that one. Current work in progress. Okay, so you're doing, yep, your vamp book, Gay Lost Boys. I mean, you just mean explicitly gay Lost Boys, because Lost Boys, that's the beauty of Lost Boys, is Lost Boys is extraordinarily gay. I mean, the most unbelievable part of Lost Boys is the heterosexual romance in Lost Boys. That's like the most unbelievable part of that whole movie. Maya, I've gotten into the true rewriting section, of the 5th draft. Chapter 8 onwards is a whole new... Really? You're doing a whole new world? Or just a whole new... You mean like a whole new world in terms of you're just scrapping a lot of your plot and reworking everything? Or do they actually go to a whole new world? Cryptid. I cracked it open because I hate myself and the intro is horrid, but that's how it is. That's what those old ideas are good for, though. Those old ideas are literally there for you to go back and be like, execution, terrible. But the idea behind it actually has that. It's a good idea. I can see why I like this idea. So you can, like, you know, get into it. Okay, yeah, not literally. I was like, yeah, the whole thing is it's another world, Maya. But no, okay, gotcha. But you're just, I'm assuming, a massive rework. I mean, you are definitely getting a workout when it comes to just reworking that story, Maya. Obviously for the better, but you will be no stranger to rewriting. You will be no stranger to rewriting and re-editing and retweaking a story after you finish that. It's a whole new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 worlds. Yeah. Cryptid, Lost Boys. If the gay romance got to happen on the damn screen, exactly, Cryptid. Perfect. That's what we're there for. That's what we've all signed up for. I mean, I still love Corey Haim in that movie, where like. He's supposed to be like also just the way that he's directed and performs and that like his annoyance at his older brother checking out the girl is very clearly not just a younger brother being like focus on like why are you focusing on like that, like focus on something else, but the something else that Corey Haim wants him to focus on is the infamous jazz guy, the saxophone guy. Which is the most intense saxophone guy. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing. Too, Cryptid, is that when you go into Corey Haim's room, it's all just hot dudes. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so great. Like, it's not even subtext at that point. Maya, you like jazz? I like jazz. I mean, I grew up on like obviously Miles Davis and stuff like that, but I Yeah, I mean, how could you not like jazz after watching Cowboy Bebop or like Kids on the Slope? So great. Oh, it's a B movie reference, but I also like jazz. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Is that the is that are you talking about the is that the Jerry Seinfeld B movie where he's like voices a bee? Because if you are doing that, that is a deep pull. I think I saw that movie once. Um, I think I saw that. I think I saw it once in the theater, and I was pretty young. It's been a long time since I've watched B movie. If it is that B movie, Cryptid, Joel Schumacher, you can make me write a straight romance. It'll be the most background plot of this. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Cryptid. Yep. That's funny. Oh, really interesting, Maya. You couldn't get into Bebop? I tried it last year and I couldn't get past third episode. Interesting. Okay. That's like peak for me. That's in my top 3. Like, Cowboy Bebop was the first I ever. Well, no, Ramna One Half was the first manga I read and the first anime I ever watched, and then after that it was the original Dragon Ball. But Bebop was very early, and Bebop, like, yeah, Bebop was the thing that, like, it got me interested. It was what got me interested in, like, character studies and sequential or episodic storytelling that can be used to justify a broader narrative that's all told through subtext, which is probably the most brilliant thing about Bebop, is the fact that it tells its entire backstory without ever explicitly showing you what happens, which is really, I don't know, I think it's cool. But yeah, if it's not everybody's jam. I do know that it's kind of, some people just don't jive with jive with it these days. Ghostly, welcome in. Hello all. I have no volume because you're at an event. Hopefully I should make it the end of stream. If not, you have fun. Oh, well, have fun at your event, Ghostly. Even though you can't hear it. But not too much without me. Also, did you figure out the stream schedule? Please type. Ghostly cannot relive. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Oh, interesting. Okay. I will type. I will type. Hi, Ghostly. Hopefully a stream Thursday. It'll be on the boards as soon as... Yes, exactly. It will be on the boards. Hello, Ghostly. Oddly enough, I like Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo's good. That one didn't... I didn't like it as much as Bebop, but I do like it. It's anything by Watanabe, anything by Watanabe's the director is great. Although, and I do love this, if you have watched Blade Runner 2049, you can absolutely tell that Denis Villeneuve is obsessed with Cowboy Bebop because literally the last shot of one of the last shots of the movie is just straight up the last shot of Cowboy Bebop. And then he also hired Watanabe to do one of the short Blade Runner things leading up to the Blade Runner 2049 release. There was like different filmmakers did like different shorts, and he did the animated one about the blackout. It's very good. It's like 5 or 10 minutes long, but I highly recommend it. And then, of course, see, the thing is it's interesting about Champloo. Like, Champloo's really good. The hip-hop stuff is great in it. I love the hip-hop. The music in it, like, every Watanabe is fantastic. But, for whatever reason, I actually really liked Space Dandy. Like, I know that one's, like, the one that people really don't like that he did. But I just... There's something about, like, being a 1950s greaser in space who just is obsessed with essentially star hooters, and he's just an idiot, is like, I don't know, there's something deeply compelling to me about it. And it harkens back to like an old like 1950s era of science fiction and kind of makes fun of it and is very cheeky with it, that I just, I don't know, I appreciate, having read a lot of that stuff as a kid. I am the worst watcher of TV shows. Not that I don't like things, just hard to get Goblin Brain to sit and focus. It's for, you know what's funny, Cryptid, is for me it's just anime. Like, I will watch a mini series. I will watch a mini series if it's like a contained like 8 episodes or 10 episodes and it's a contained story. The problem that I have is oh, Coltrane, yeah. Coltrane, yeah. Coltrane's one of the best. If you all really like old blues and jazz too, you should look up Bessie Smith. Her story is wild. She was one of the first female blues and jazz musicians and singers. And her story is nuts. If you want to get into like the underground like queer culture of Harlem back in the 20s, I highly recommend listening and reading all about Bessie Smith. Bessie Smith rocks. Anyway, but the thing about, for whatever reason, I think it's because animes generally, like, not like long form animes, but they generally are contained to like 26 episodes. And I don't know why. It just, I feel like that's like almost the perfect length for my brain. I guess a 26 episode anime would probably be about a 10 episode hour-long miniseries, so I guess that makes sense. But if the show keeps going, I've always said this, no matter what you do, your show will never be more complex and narratively dense than the narratively dense than The Wire, and The Wire only had 5 seasons. So I guarantee you will never need more than 5 seasons to tell your complex show. Because The Wire is as dense as it gets. I mean, even like what David Lynch. I know like Twin Peaks is. I mean, Twin Peaks I defend, even though the second season when they fired David Lynch and then brought him back to save it, the middle stuff in the second season is terrible. The first season of Twin Peaks and the return of Twin Peaks is incredible. I used to not like, oh, cool. Oh, you had learned about her cryptid? That's awesome. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm glad that they teach her. I never learned about her. I mean, I didn't take any queer studies classes in school, so maybe they do cover her. But I learned about her when I was just I was reading a bunch of stuff about Harlem, and a little bit about like queer culture in Harlem and that kind of thing. And I just became obsessed with her music. I used to not like straight up jazz, but I like it now. That makes sense. I mean, it can be alienating, but I really like folky jazz pop that Japan does. Okay, yeah. Like, Tsukima Switch. Yep, I know Tsukima Switch. Or poppy math jazz. Or the poppy math jazz that Eve does. I don't know Eve. Let me check that out. You think 26 volumes would fit in 5 seasons? 26 volumes of what? It depends on of what. I meant 26 episodes, like animes generally have 26 episodes. But it depends what you're saying. 26 volumes would fit in 5 seasons of an hour-long television show? Probably. Yeah, probably. You cut off the fat? I'd say so. But it depends. I mean, it also depends how many episodes per season you get. I think, let me see here. How many did The Wire have per season? I think The Wire had, I mean, they had different episode counts per season. But I do like math. I do like math jazz. Eve is the shit, dude. Check out the dramaturgy. His older stuff is literally peak, and no one I've heard has this. Okay, yeah, no, 100%. Let me see. Eve. Okay. All right. Dramaturgy. That's the album. All right. I am adding that to my list. Oh no! Ad break. Ad break time. Sorry about that, everybody. Add Eve here on my music thing. I did not either, but she was part of History of Jazz course. Okay, looking back, I'm certain the professor is gay. Okay, that track's scripted 100%. Yeah, probably. Bessie, there's a great recording because she died, tragically in a car wreck. But there's a great interview with her sister where like where essentially Bessie Smith was taking her sister to all these like gay clubs, and it was just everybody was it was the most like pansexual polyamorous thing you possibly like. Nobody cared what gender you were. It was just everybody was going to town. It's I don't know. It sounds like a delightful time. All right, let me look up Eve. Time for an ad break. Okay, all right. All right. Well, yeah, I think now that the ad break's over, we are going to get started on our sprints. I'm going to try to get this script done. The Last Dance is also a great song. My person got The Last Dance. All right. Let's see here. Wait a minute. They've got to have Eve on here. There's no way they don't. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's because it gets mixed. The reason it's getting mixed is it keeps getting mixed up with another hip hop artist named Eve. That's why. Okay, we'll just add the essentials because I'm assuming that's all going to be on here. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. All that stuff is on. So I'll just add this to my library. Boom. All right. Cool. Perfect. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Maya. I'll listen to that later today when I hopefully am cleaning, and I will let y'all know what I think of it. But I do like that kind of pop math jazz for sure. All right. Let me get back to my stuff. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Are we? Nope. Ads still in progress. Ads in progress. Yeah, for sure. And be sure that I will ask questions. I'm sure you will, Maya. You gotta hold me accountable. You never haven't. You never have not. There we go. Make sure all this stuff is good to go. There we go. Okay. I gotta make sure I can switch the music over. Twitch's copyright thing will get very mad at me. Or the VOD will. Alright. Well, we've got a few more seconds before we get a rolling on our first sprint of the day. Might be 3 sprints today. We might not be able to do a full 4. I'll let you all know. I'll keep you posted. We will see. Depends how much energy I have and how much the caffeine is working, because I did only get like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep last night. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. What did... Oh, and I also saw... I can't remember if I ranted about this, but I saw Challengers. If people want to go see a very, very, very cool movie that seems like it should be boring, but it's absolutely not boring at all. It's about tennis, but it's great. I highly recommend it. So I should actually change my call out for that. But yeah, if you end up going to a movie theater or looking for a new interesting movie, I highly recommend Challenger. It's very good. Or sorry, Challengers. Zendaya. All you have to do is know it's the new Zendaya movie. All right, cool. All right, I think we have got our ad break is over, so why don't we drop in to our first sprints, everybody? And I'm going to be playing the movie playlist, my playlist for the movie, so be sure to mute if that's going to bug you. Feel free to. Mute that. And let's get a rolling. All right, everybody. Happy writing, and we'll see you on the other side. Alrighty, everybody, that's the end of our first sprint of the eve. Let me bring the music down. Do, 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 do. Ba, 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 ba. Hopefully that was a productive sprint for everybody out there who is trying to work alongside the rest of us. That was pretty good, pretty good. Hoping, fingers crossed I can finish it on stream. I might have to, we'll see. I might have to do a little bit off stream. We'll see how it goes. But I can already tell I've been writing all day today, so I can already start to feel my energy start to taper. But I'm gonna go top off my tea. Let's start the down timer, and hopefully that'll propel me. You can do it. You can do it. Yes. It's not much. It's really not much. It's definitely less than 10 pages, which I think we can do. I think I got it. Ugh. I mean, I'm going to be editing it. It's not like it's done. I'm literally going to be doing my first edit pass and tweaking and fixing all the grossities this week, but that means at least if I could get it done tonight and have the next 2 days to try to clean this up, that means I can go out to the first pass of readers on Friday, Saturday, which is what I'm shooting for. And then I can start working on everything else I have to work on stream, like breaking the movie and start doing pitch packages, so everyone can see how pitch packages work for my cyberpunk rom-com. Oh, that's so exciting! Yeah, I'm excited. I've been working on this script for like 5 months now, actual getting ready to write it. I think I was working on it starting back in November. So it'll be good to kind of get this one out of the way, and hopefully I can kind of, having gotten this one done, will at least get me to hopefully be able to get 2 more scripts done this year. That's my goal. It's always my goal to try to get 3 scripts written a year. It used to be 5, but I have too much going on. life is too busy to do. I can't do 5. Maybe if I didn't have other jobs, but you know. But. All right. I am definitely. I can feel the sort of like euphoric. I haven't slept much, but had a lot of caffeine kind of vibe. So, we'll see. We can start taking bets on stream about on what sprint do I just start not making any sense, like, or being coherent at all. I just start babbling and just reciting some eldritch ritual, summoning Azathoth from the cosmos. We'll see where I land. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think it's gonna be the 3rd sprint. I think the third sprint is gonna be when I finally actually lose my mind. Cryptid, you just made me realize I might be able to actually set up writing goals. These are really awesome. That's, holy shit, hold the fuck up. That is, that's huge. That's huge. Like, you can actually have the ability to set writing goals with, like, within the, I have not had writing goals for 5 years. That's a big deal, Cryptid. Yes. Set like an actual writing goal. I didn't initially. I think the reason is because I wrote 3 scripts, one of which I think was really good last year, and I was like, oh well, if I can write 3, maybe I can break out the time and get better and write 5. And then of course, now I'm also doing pitch packages and trying to break a bunch of movies and get back into the directing chair, which is a lot of work. So I was like, okay, so 3 scripts. We'll see if I could do 3. Because of my silly little migraine brain. Oh yeah, that makes sense, Cryptid. But that's huge. If you feel like you can do it, you absolutely, I mean, it's not like you're not getting things done already, but I absolutely think that having like a writing goal, or at least just something to shoot for, as long as, and be kind to yourself. Know that life can get in the way. Opera, sorry, over caffeinated again. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I'm not getting like. Usually, I'll start to feel kind of ill if I get over caffeinated. I'm not over. I don't have the ill caffeinated feeling, but I definitely think it's the. I have written. Probably at this point, I've probably written 20 pages today. Uh, and also with all the other things happening and not having slept, I think it's I think now I don't know. Maybe it is over caffeinated. Maybe I'll be bouncing off the walls shortly. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe if I just like show up and I'm just like ah, ah. Um, but since my histo, my migraines are largely gone. That's huge. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You said that like mostly now it's like I only get like 4 a month, and it's so yeah. It's made your life livable. You can actually do things. It's not just completely debilitating to the point where you just literally can't. Yeah, I can't even imagine cryptid. I don't. I can't even imagine how you manage more. 4 a month is already a ton. I mean, 1 a month would be debilitating to me, but the fact that you were living with more than that, I you are a trooper. I have no idea. No idea how you did it. And I'm glad you're not doing it anymore or having to suffer that much anymore. That's because that's awful. I just I am just a snail's pass. Having little deadlines helps me actually stay on top of it. Oh yeah, that's fine. This stream has been the first serious crack I've had at writing again since 20. Oh, that's great, Cryptid. I'm so glad. Oh, well, you're doing a great job, and you're getting work done and writing, so that's huge. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Witchpunk. So I am very very excited. Very excited. Um, and I'm glad that you're able. I'm glad that you're just able to get back into writing again. That both in terms of your health, as well as hopefully with work not being so awful, that you're actually able to get things done. And like at least not even just getting things done, just the creative fulfillment of being able to do the creative stuff you want to do. Um, that's the most important thing, in my opinion. We not machines, but we clearly like to do things. We're creative people. We are creative. We are a creative creature. So I'm very. It makes me very happy to see people finally getting to get things sorted so they can actually do that with what little time we have. Thank you. This is largely yours. Aw, thank you, Cryptid. Well, it has been. We are is the best having you here. So you are enriching our lives by being here and helping keep us all on task, and joining Opera as the bulwark. Combination of healthier body, safer home, and supportive community. That's sometimes that's all it takes. It's I shouldn't even say that's all it takes. Like those are like fundamental to being like a person in a society. Is like those are things that we need to be cultivating more. It's good that you can have it on the internet too, but man, I like the dream for me will always be being able to cultivate these things in your like local communities where people can feel safe and write together. Um, you know, like actually have public spaces again. But I'm also glad that we can do this from across the world. There's a princess, and she wants everybody to know that she's a fussy, fussy, fussy princess. Fussy princess. Oh, I should probably get more tea. Before we get started, I should absolutely get more tea. Because that's what I need is more caffeine. Watch me, watch me like literally be vibrating by the end of stream. Like I literally levitate. I just hover and sort of and ascend away, just float away into the ether. Oh yes, yes. Opera Soria LL. Do you? Do you though? Do you really? Probably not. But I'm gonna. uh, Tuscany heard her and is now in my lap looking at her. Oh, that's yep. She likes to shout into the mic and bring her meows bring all the other kitties to the yard, don't you? Yep, you bring all the other kitties to the yard. Miss UA, yes, yes, a Miss UA, doing Miss UA things like curl up in my lap and then shout constantly. All right, we're almost done with our break. Ad should be wrapping up here. I'm gonna go get tea, and then we will go ahead and get rolling on our second sprint of the eve. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Down we go. Come on. There you go. All right. I know. Okay. All right. I went ahead and fed the cats too. I figured figured it was going to happen eventually that they would come in and just start screaming at me. So preemptively, this is how they train me. It's how they train Papa. Okay. All right, everybody. Let us go ahead and dive into our next. Yeah, it's close enough. It's fine. Time wise. All right, let's dive into our next sprint, everybody. Happy writing. We will see you on the other side, and away we go. Oh, snap. Oh, man, that is the end of our second sprint, everybody. I'm just going to bring the music down just a touch here. Hopefully that was a productive sprint and work was done, or at least some words happened. I'm going to start the down timer, and I'm going to step away very quickly because there's a lot of banging going on during that sprint. Just make sure they weren't like desperately trying to break into my apartment to tell me that everything's flooding. And I'll be right back. But stretch, go get something to drink, and we'll be back. And I think the third sprint will probably be the last sprint of the day. I think we're only going to do 3 this evening. But yeah, all right, I will be right back. All right. Okay. All right. Luckily, my apartment is not collapsing yet. These are good things. Woohoo! Thank you, Opera Soria. Give me good luck. Salute. No. The apartment is not collapsing, so that's a good sign. Yay. And nothing has flooded, as far as I can see. Everything looks to be okay. So you never know. With these old buildings like to keep you on your toes. Always got to keep things exciting. uh. Oh man. All right. I feel it. I can feel myself dying. We'll see it. We'll see if I can get. Definitely gonna see if I can get the last thing done. Last thing done yet. Oh my god, good news. Yeah. They said what is they said that it's definitely gonna be off till 6, and it might go longer. My guess is based on whatever problem they're dealing with, it's probably gonna go longer. As long as it's back on tonight, because that's usually they won't like keep it off. Usually they won't keep, they'll do what they need to do, turn it back on, and then come back tomorrow if they got to keep working on it. But um, we'll see. We'll see what they're planning on doing. But yes, we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish it. I might be able to finish it. We'll see. I'm coming down to the very end of this scene, and there's only one more scene. The only problem is that the last scene in the movie has a little bit of a punch, and so And I can tell my brain is starting to fragment. So like actually like digging into kind of the depths of what I need to have happen in that last scene. We'll see. See, the brain. We'll see if the brain holds strong. If it holds. I lived in a basement apartment that flooded. I think, yeah, it's always the basements. Luckily, there are no basement. Well, kind of, because it's built into a hill. So technically, the on the units on the hillside are all technically after my floor are underground. So, so I guess you could almost consider that a basement, kind of. If there is flooding, it's good. Those are going to be the spots that flood. And now I'm forever anxious about water dripping. Yeah, yeah. It's why I've never wanted to live. The idea of living in a basement is a lot of fun, but I don't think I would ever want to live in a basement with a landlord and questionable property maintenance because that's why. I just feel like everything in my apartment could get ruined at a moment's notice because, they didn't fix a thing or something happened and it just floods the whole apartment. You're so close. I know, Crypto. I'm close. I'm close, but I'm starting to feel the time, which is usually I'm like this is like peak like post morning twilight, but I think I can definitely from all the writing I did earlier today and how early I was up, I definitely am feeling the time. Got to slap some flex tape on that brain. Yeah, yeah. Get that. Yeah, I'm working it out, doing the different muscle groups, the brain groups. It was a house basement. Okay, oh yeah, I mean you would think that, yeah. So I thought it was fine. Thought it was safer. Twilight. That is the last extremely haunted house I lived in. Oh no. Oh no! So you not only were you dealing with floods, possibly ghost-induced floods, but also a haunted house. The house I lived in college, it was in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I loved this house. It had a basement unit. I don't think they ever flooded though, but there were issues with the heating sometimes when the ground would freeze. That caused some problems. But it was an old 1920s house. It was a gorgeous house. Like I just loved, old architecture, old brick mountain house kind of thing. Um, and it had an upstairs that was added on, I think, in the 50s. And then the basement unit was from the 20s. And the basement unit, we were friends with the person who lived downstairs, but the basement unit was like, like exposed pipes, vibrate. It looked very like Crimson Peak, very like gothic, moody, somewhat industrial, weird, but also ancient, like old brick. Yeah, it had like old, haunted Victorian vibes. But we always had like a weird thing. I assumed it was because the electrics in there were all old and ancient and on the fritz, but things would just randomly turn on and turn off all the time. So there was always jokes that it was haunted. My joke was that if it is haunted, we called it Grandma Ghost because Grandma Ghost would just keep turning the heater on at night, and so Grandma Ghost wanted us to be warm in the winter, I guess. I don't know. Like nothing bad ever happened. It was just sometimes shit would just turn on. Um. Yeah, that'd do it. This house wasn't even that old. Oh, interesting. 1960. Okay, yeah, which is modern for New England. Yeah, very modern. I mean, that's East Coast is all the old vintage stuff. Just haunted as fuck and not kept up. I feel like those two things go together. It's almost like by definition they have to be falling apart if they're haunted. I wish I could explain even 80% of what happened in that house with any sort of logic. You were living in an alternate universe every time you entered that house. It was just nothing made sense. You know, up was down, down was up, and that's just sometimes you walk into a nether dimension, and that's just what that is. All right, we are gonna run ads really quick. Just so we don't have it interrupt the last sprint of the day. Oh, man. Twilight is ready for a nap. All right, breaks ended. When the ads come back, we'll get started on this last sprint. No, you're good at Upper Story. It's sorry, I wasn't paying attention. No, you're fine. It's fine. And just run a short one because we just need the ads to be delayed for another like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So don't even need to run a full set. Oh, yeah, the Discord thing. Yeah, that's right. I have way too many Discord notifications right now. I don't even know what's happening. Yep, okay, yep. Gotcha. Yeah. Discord is blowing it up. I also am getting all kinds of texts from work stuff, so, or possible work stuff, which is good because I need work. But later, I found out that there's a condominium in that town actually called Indian Burial Hill. No way, it's just called that because Sure can just lean into that curse. I guess. No kidding. They just call it that. Like, all right. Do they have a? Do they have the actor who played Munster over there? Just yeah, don't go down that road. You go down that road, and that's Indian Burial Hill. You go down there, you're gonna have a bad time. Well, go on the ground. What does he say? Sometimes dead is better. Sorry. I will never not be amused by just the perpetual Pet Cemetery the Mr. Munster guy. That movie's a wild watch too because the guy they got to play the lead dad. White, yeah, right, cryptid, white people. Why? That's true. Yeah, it's just this. And over here we have Indian Burial Hill because this is where we buried all the Indians that Andrew Jackson slaughtered. It's like, oh, great. Oh man, just the worst. Just the worst. Uh, that accent's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, when sleep deprived Twilight shows up, the voices are gonna the DM voices slash mockery slash South Park voices are gonna start coming out. You know, I tend to get a little voice happy when I'm tired. All right, are we back? Okay, we're back. All right. Ugh. It's like I started zoning out over there, turning into Coach McGurk from Home Movies. All right. Alrighty, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This is gonna be the last sprint of the evening, everybody. We and we will, yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Happy writing. Good luck. Godspeed in some in some cases. We'll see. We'll see you on the other side. What is happening? Go away. Oh, Moon Runes, thank you so much, Moon Runes! Good lord, so long. Oh, thank you. You all the best. All the best. Also, Moon Runes makes all the emotes, so celebrate Moon Runes, everybody, because Moon Runes as an artist rocks. The face of the channel. It's been a year. I know. I just got a notification that the 1 year anniversary is coming up, so we'll have to plan something for that, maybe. So, but thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody keep working, but thank you so much, Moon Runes. OG, the OGs. Alrighty, and that is the end of that sprint. And that'll be the last sprint of the eve. I'm sorry, everybody. I was not able to finish it, but I will finish it tonight. I'm just going to have to do it off stream. Alright, now you're fine. Just go in and fix whatever needs to... I just go in and fix whatever needs fixing anyway. That is true. That is true, Operasoria. You do just go in and fix all the broken things. Moonrunes, and after 2 weeks break, I'm gonna get back into my revisions this week. I'm thinking Thursday or this weekend. I'm excited. Yes, Moonrunes, exciting. Yes, yes, but definitely soak in all of that break. Soak in as much of that break as humanly possible. That's the most important part. Woo. My chapter 8 is kind of frustrating. Like, some of the original still fits. But it's a loose fit. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So now it's wobbly. And now I'm playing Seamstress, going back and making sure those loose fitting pieces of old fit into the new without them being jarring shifts. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's tricky. And you've done it so many times, Maya. Like, you've done so many, and you got to outline 9 through 14. The way that you work, Maya, is always blows me away, but I admire you for it. I really do. The 15, 17 outlines itself, because other shit I already got. Okay, so it's already there. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cryptid, that's okay. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Cryptid. Yes, I am. Today is prioritizing Wilight's ability to function. Hell yeah, Moonrunes, that's awesome. Yes. I'm very excited for all the new writing, all the cool stuff. I still gotta read. I'm gonna try to do that this weekend, Moonrunes, now that I'll have this script done. Start reading your story, but also excited all the new art that I'm sure we will see coming around. But with that, everybody, let's see who's on right now. Who's on? Oh, definitely exciting. I'm on my last major revision aspect, and it's just little stuff. Which bunch goes back to the query mines? We all still got all that work to do. All that work to do. All right. Well, it looks like Tukagin's on. I haven't done a full-blown drawing since January. I think it's long overdue. Yeah. I'm sure it is. I'm sure, especially after so yeah, with all the risk stuff and the work you had going, I'm not surprised by that at all. But exciting that you can finally get back into it. I don't actually do that much more, despite being at home. Despite being at home all day. I have very little time in front of my laptop to write outside. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. That's why I started a secondary story on my phone. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So you actually have time. Yeah, you can write on your phone while you're dealing with other stuff. That makes sense, Maya. This stream was doing the aspect marking. Okay, so next time I can just comment surf and do the things I've told Future Cryptid to do. Exactly. Yeah, I've already got the notes lined up for future editing Wilight. All right, but we made progress, and that's what matters. Well done, everyone. Yes. All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and raid in to Tukagin's stream for everybody who wants to keep working. But I'm gonna go finish this off stream and then try and hopefully my water works. All right, everybody. Good night. Good night. Take care of yourselves. Love you all. And as always, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And we'll see you all hopefully on Thursday. I'm still not sure about Thursday. Good luck living it. Oh, thanks, Maya. Thank you. All right. Audio. Take care, everybody.